Some individuals never experience madness. What dreadful lives they must have. Do you despise people? I don't despise them. Simply said, I feel better without them. Most of the important questions have answers for individuals who believe in God. The key questions don't remain inscribed in stone, though, for those of us who can't easily accept the God formula. We adapt to brand new circumstances and findings. We can be bent. Love need not be a mandate, and faith need not be a rule. My own deity exists. We are here to undo the lessons that the church, the government, and our educational system have taught us. We're here to have some beer. To end the conflict, we are here. We are here to laugh at the odds and live our lives to the fullest extent possible so that death will be terrified to take us. Sometimes you think, I'm not going to make it, as you get out of bed in the morning, but you chuckle to yourself because of all the times you've thought it. Never have I felt lonely. I've felt suicidal while alone in a room. I've been down lately. Even when I felt bad, I never had the impression that any number of individuals could enter the room and help me with my problems, or even that one other person could. To put it another way, I've never been disturbed by loneliness since I've always had a horrible itch for isolation. I could experience loneliness whether I'm at a party or in a stadium full of spectators who are yelling in support of something. The strongest men are the most alone, to quote Ibsen. Never once have I considered, well, some gorgeous blonde will come in here and give me a fuck job, rub my balls, and I'll feel nice. No, it won't be helpful. You are aware of the usual crowd. What are you going to do on a Friday night? Wow. Simply wait there. Okay, sure. Because nothing exists outside. It's foolish. People with similar levels of stupidity interact. Let them make themselves fools. The urge to dash out into the night has never disturbed me. I avoided hiding in workplaces by doing so in bars. Just that. I apologize to the many millions, but I've never felt lonely. I like who I am. The finest source of amusement I have is myself. Let's savor some more wine. If you're going to try, give it your all. If not, stop right there. This may entail losing wives, girlfriends, family members, and possibly even your sanity. It could entail a 3 to 4 day fast. On a park seat, it can mean becoming cold. There's a chance that it will result in imprisonment. It might imply mockery. It could signify solitude or derision. The benefit of solitude. All of the others are endurance tests to see how much you actually want to complete it. Even with the toughest odds and rejection, you'll still succeed. And it will exceed your expectations in every way. If you're going to try, give it your all. No other experience compares to it. As the evenings draw in, you will be alone with the gods. And it will surpass your highest expectations. Go all the way if you're going to try. Nothing compares to that sensation. The evenings will be filled with fire, and you will be alone with the gods. You will glide through life to flawless laughing. There is just one worthwhile battle left. What a circus, all of us are going to perish. We ought to love one another only based on that, but we don't. We are terrified and destroyed by insignificant things, and we are consumed by nothing. How well you go through the flames is what counts most. Before you can truly live, you have to die a few times. My laziness hinders my ambition. The issue with the world is that smart individuals are full of uncertainties, while others with little intelligence are overconfident. As I poured myself a glass, I reasoned, that's the issue with drinking. You drink to try to forget awful things that have happened, to celebrate good things that have happened, and to force something to happen if nothing has happened. There is so much loneliness in the world that it can even be seen in the slowly ticking hands of a clock. People who are so worn out are either disfigured by love or not. Simply put, people are rude to one another. The rich don't treat the rich well. The poor don't treat the poor well. We are scared. Our educational system teaches us that everyone may succeed in life. We have not been informed of the gutters or the suicides, or the fear of one individual being all alone in one spot. Unspoken but present. Irrigating a plant. I demanded the entire globe or nothing at all. Discover your passion and let it destroy you. An intellectual states something simply yet in a difficult way. A skilled artist can convey a complex idea simply. There are worse things than being alone, but it frequently takes a lifetime to learn this, and by the time it does, it's usually too late, and there's nothing worse than being too late. If you are aware that you are losing your soul, you still have a soul left to lose. Some people lose their minds entirely and become mad. Some people become just academic and lose all spirit. Some people lose both and gain acceptance. Real loneliness is not always associated with being alone. I loved you in the same way that a man might love a woman he never touches, just writes to, and retains little photos of. I've never felt like being alone. Although it occasionally felt wonderful, it was never right. I'll never forget the passionate kisses we had, the way you gave me all you had and I gave you what was left of me, and I'll never forget the way you made me feel in your modest room, the way the light in the window made your records and books come to life. Our AM coffee. Your leg, your arm, my arm, your grin, and the warmth of you, who made me laugh once again, flooded across our noons and nights as our bodies dozed off in the little flowing currents. I wanted to cry, but I refrained. When you can't get much sicker, it's just sort of a terrible sad disease. I believe you are aware of it. I believe that is common knowledge. Yet, I believe I have realized it much too frequently. The free soul is uncommon, yet you can spot one when you encounter one because simply put, you feel happy around them. However, those who survive hell never speak of it, and nothing much troubles them afterward. Damn boring people. The entire planet. Spreading more dull, goddamned people. What an awful show. They were everywhere on Earth. That kind of love was a dangerous sickness from which you never fully recover. There is a void in the heart which will never be filled. A room. And even during the finest times and the brightest moments. We'll be aware of it when. We'll be more aware of it than ever. A void exists in the heart that can never be filled. We'll be patient. In that location. I told the bluebird in my heart, stay in there, I'm not going to let anyone see you. But I'm too tough for him.